in a 2018 provide details regarding the present condition of the satellite business, the basis behind SpaceXâ TMS choice to grow its business into the development and activity of a substantial satellite system known as Starlink was brought into sharp complexity, exhibiting exactly how modest the market for orbital dispatches is contrasted and the business sectors those same dispatches make. Above all else, it must be recognized that SpaceXâ TMS mind-boggling strides in dispatch vehicles in the course of the most recent decade or so have been unequivocally centered around bringing down the cost of access to Circle, the results of which essential financial matters recommends ought to be a consequent development popular for orbital access. On the off chance that a looked for after great is by one means or another sold for less, one would expect that more individuals would be capable and willing to get it. The dispatch advertise is comparable, yet in addition altogether different as in essentially achieving Circle has no natural incentive all alone. What makes it important are the payloads, satellites, rocket, and people that are conveyed there. As an outcome, if the cost of access to Circle plunges, as SpaceX plans to do with reusability, yet the cost of the payload as yet being put there does not, there would basically be no reason at all for interest for dispatches to increment. For there to be more interest for less expensive dispatches, the cost of the satellites that predominantly fuel the dispatch showcase additionally needs to diminish. Enter Starlink, SpaceXâ TMS inside push to create almost starting with no outside help its own particular profoundly dependable, modest, and mass-producible satellite transport, and by far most of all the equipment and programming required to construct and work a tremendous, circling broadband system. Include practically identical organizations like OneWeb and the detonating scene of organizations concentrated on making another age of scaled-down satellites, and the stage has really started to be set for a future where the cost of orbital payloads themselves end up dropping similarly as significantly as the cost of propelling them. Just by sheer numbers alone, venturing from dispatch vehicle and shuttle generation and tasks into the satellite assembling, administrations, and availability enterprises is an easy decision. Roughly, the market for rocket dispatches makes up scarcely more than 1/60 under 2% of the whole business satellite industry, while administrations, broadcast communications, earth perception, science, and so forth, and hardware, client terminals, GPS collectors, receiving wires, and so on, represent over 93%. Indeed, even the satellite assembling industry gone up against its own is in excess of 3 times as expensive as the dispatch business euro $15.5 billion versus $4.6 billion in 2017. At the end of the day, regardless of whether SpaceX was to drop the cost of Falcon 9, Heavy, and BFR dispatches by a factor of 10 and the market for dispatches extended exponentially accordingly, say 5100x, the market for dispatches would in any case be a small division of the stale, unaltered, unchanged satellite administrations and creation ventures. Put basically, there is barely any cash to be made in rocket dispatches when contrasted and truly some other space-related industry. While a long way from a done arrangement, Starlink is along these lines doubtlessly the most encouraging setup strategy for SpaceX to drastically expand its productive wage which could in this way be put specifically in dispatch vehicles, space asset use, maintainable interplanetary provinces, and the sky is the limit from there, all while conceivably altering worldwide opportunity of network.